for one reason now. Get it hype. Let's go have fun. Sharpen the horns. Let's go. One, two, three. Touchdown! The Wildcats win!
Northwestern needs a touchdown slant. They've got it. They've got it.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Pat Fitzgerald Show. I'm Dave Eanet. Saturday, the Northwestern Wildcats traveled to Durham, North Carolina, hitting the road for the first time in 2015 as they took on the Duke Blue Devils. It was expected to be a tightly contested game, and it did not disappoint. Let's get right to the action with our Grossinger Auto Group first half highlights. We're ready to go. The 23rd ranked Wildcats against the Blue Devils in a battle of unbeatens.
One machine, one unit, boys. We'll walk out into that valley.
Beautiful day here in the Triangle for a Big Ten Atlantic Coast Conference matchup.
Cirque swings it out to him, makes the catch 45 to the 50. Sidesteps him in and gets knocked backwards. A jarring hit by Godwin Igwebuike that knocks Wilson a couple of yards back. Snap to the quarterback, Cirque, who drops to throw on third down. Under some pressure, heaves it down the far side, incomplete. And so Duke will have to punt the football. Thorson in the gun, empty backfield, looking right, floats it down the right side. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Devon Edwards.
Duke did a great job. Will linebacker undercuts the outcut, and we throw into double coverage, which is unacceptable. On top of that, we throw it to their safety, who's their kickoff return guy, who's one of the best in the country. And he gives them great field position.
Powell to his right, sends a man in motion, rolls right. Cirque now takes off, cuts back at the 5, reaching for the end zone. Touchdown Duke. Thomas Cirque.
Mike linebacker overscrapes the play, and our Will linebacker misses a tackle right at the point of attack. But that had an opportunity. They seized momentum there. We had an opportunity to re-seize momentum and get the stop and hold them to 3.
Here's the snap to Thorson. Looks to throw. Now scrambling right, and he's going to be sacked.
Yeah, tough play. I mean, again, it goes back to us not trusting the protection. I thought the protection was solid, and when the quarterback scrambles out of the pocket, that sack was on the quarterback. So Clayton's got a lot of work to do, but you know, he's learned now in these first 3 games. He's learned a lot of valuable lessons that's going to just continue to help him as the season goes along.
Pad level. Let's go.
Foul to the right of Cirque, and Cirque is going to throw. He swings it out, and it's caught, intercepted by the Wildcats. Intercepted by Dean Lowry. He tipped it up in the air and caught it on the way down.
I mean, that is a huge play in the game, and that was just great preparation. That was one of their primary plays down there. For Dean to be able to recognize the play, tip it to himself, was a big-time play for our football team.
Great job!
Snap to Thorson, drops, blitz coming, throws near side, undershoots. So the Cats cannot cash in on the turnover for the Blue Devils. Wilson gets it, runs into Henry, bangs off him, heads for the sidelines, run down, fumbles the football. Igwebuike pounces on it. The Wildcats have it. Godwin Igwebuike.
You know, Godwin coming across from the backside, exactly the way we practice it. You know, the ball was in the inside arm. He wasn't only satisfied with the tackle, also went for the strip with the technique we give him, and he kind of gets the trifecta. He gets the tackle that caused fumble and the recovered fumble. So great play by Godwin.
Let's go! Let's go!
So far this year, snap to Thorson on first down. Dumps it off, complete Jackson, 35-30, near sideline, 25-20. And down inside the 20-yard line of Duke, first down, Cats are in the red zone. 38-yard try to get the Cats on the board. Here's the kick, plenty long enough. The kick is good. And the Wildcats are on the board with 1:23 to go in the first half.
They were aggressive. I mean, that was as aggressive of a defense as we've maybe seen in a number of years. But I thought there was a calm. I thought there was a great communication as we went into halftime, talking about how we're going to fix things and get things corrected.
Still to come on the Pat Fitzgerald Show, we'll take a look back at Saturday's second half and hear from the players. And later, senior defensive lineman Deonte Gibson sits down to discuss his unit's impressive start to the season. Stay with us.
47-yard field goal attempt. Every Wildcat player standing, every fan standing for the win. The snap, the placement, kick by Wazalewski on the way, and overhead kick is up and score! The field goal is good. And the Wildcats come right back in absolutely unbelievable fashion.
My favorite place on campus, I'd have to go with Plex Cafeteria. Like eating food as a D lineman. Always good food there.
My favorite place on campus is probably the North Center, so they're the place where they have the food at.
My favorite place on campus is the lakefront. It's really beautiful. It's great to see the lake, especially the sunrise early in the morning.
Besides here, I'd say the beach. Definitely the beach in the spring and the summertime.
My favorite place on campus, I'd have to say the Shield Catholic Center, actually, definitely.
My favorite place on campus, besides the gym, would probably be the Rocks by the Lakeville.
My favorite place on campus is the football field. It's where all the magic happens.
Welcome back to the Pat Fitzgerald Show. The Wildcats trailed Duke 7-3 at halftime, but not for long once the third quarter started. Let's get to our Discover card, second half highlights.
We're coming back in here and singing a fight song by doing what we do. Blocking, tackling. Let's go. Keep it going. Keep it going. 3 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, man.
Ross Martin will kick off for the Blue Devils. Here is the boot. It will not reach the end zone. It'll be returned by Vault from the 3. Cuts left at the 10, gets to the 15, to the 20, has a blocker in front of him. He's to the 40, 45, 50, with a convoy down the far side. He's to the 25, he's to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Solomon Vault. 97 yards, and the Wildcats, just like that, take the lead.
Yeah, really good call by Matt McPherson, kind of holding on to a field return into our back pocket. The good news is we've had very few kickoff returns this year, so just a great call by Matt coming out at halftime, and just terrific execution by the guys. And the block that kind of fired me up the most was the last one by Warren Long, and that was just indicative of the way he played. But a great return by Solo, and a great job by the 10 guys up in front of him.
And Thorson with a shovel pass complete across the 20, 25, out to the 30, 35, and still churning all the way to the 40-yard line is Dan Vitale.
Yeah, bumbling, stumbling, and rumbling down the middle of the field. Really, again, I thought we adjusted well. We wanted to take advantage of some of their aggressiveness, and Danny just being Danny, being physical.
Inside the Duke 40. And this time Thorson fakes the get, takes it himself, left side, till 35-30, 25-20, and out of bounds. But the Cats up 5. Here's the snap. The kick by Mitchell. He's got the distance. He hooks it through the uprights. And the Wildcats extend the lead with 9:46 to go in the third quarter. They're at the 32-yard line. This time, though, it's 4th and 7. Here's the 4th down call. Zerk looking under some pressure. Steps up, starts to run, and he's hit at the 30. Down he goes. And the ball goes over on downs.
Yeah, 3-man rush, and a great job by Dino. Dino got double-teamed, effort play on 4th down. Yep. He and Anthony with a big play. So, defense was really solid all game long.
Back to throw is Thorson. Lots of time. Goes downfield, intercepted by Duke. Intercepted and down Alonzo Saxton at the 32-yard line. And the Powell bursting through to the 50. 45-40 along the numbers. Run down by Travion Henry at the Duke 30-yard line. The cut into this Northwestern lead. Here's the snap. Here is the kick. Plenty of distance. It is good. Martin kicks the field goal. And it's a 2-point game here with 14:44 remaining. Cats in the eye here on 3rd and 1. The give. Warren Long skips through and breaks away to the 40, 35, 30. He's going to take it all the way. Touchdown! On 3rd and 1. Warren Long goes the distance.
Their kids were so pressed to go stop the 3rd and 1 play that they had no depth to their defense. So really, after that initial hit on the hole, it was gone, and we were fortunate. Great run by Warren, and just great physical finish. I thought our offensive line and our backs ran real physical there down the stretch, last 10 minutes of the game.
Here's Walker, who's been all over the field today. Does a good job of finding his gap that he's responsible for.
Anthony's just playing downhill. He's playing real physical right now. There were about 3 plays, though, that he's got to be better at. It's so funny, after the game, he comes up to me and he was so mad about those 2 plays. So I think that shows you where the attitude right now is on our defense, and I think really where Anthony's at from a standpoint of, you know, never being satisfied, not becoming complacent.
Here's Nicewander on to punt. A high wobbler. Bearcats signaled. He dropped the ball. Ball is out. He muffs the punt. Let's see who's got it. No indication yet from the officials. Northwestern ball. Cats come up with a muffed punt at midfield with 5:44 to go. Warren Long.
One of the most dominating special teams performances that I think we've had in my 10 years here was by Warren Long. Just a real special game by him, and it's going to help us win games. It's going to help us win the field position battle. And to see a young man like Warren buying into what we're asking the guys to do and to play at that high level is really special.
That's the final snap of the game as Thorson touches the knee down. Pat Fitzgerald and David Cutcliffe head across the field. They meet at midfield. Pat on the shoulder from Cutcliffe to Pat Fitzgerald. Cats win it 19-10. As you take a look at the final numbers, a couple of team stats are worth pointing out. Through 3 games, the Wildcats have the top scoring defense in the country, allowing just 5.3 points per game. They also lead the nation in 3rd down conversion defense. They're 2nd in kickoff returns and 3rd in fewest penalties per game. Let's take you inside the victorious locker room now. This is your Northwestern Medicine Inside Look.
Second half. Okay. Impose our will. Play physical football. Impose our will. Play physical football. Okay. Now we can't wait a half to do that. All right, but that was Big Ten football. That was a Wildcat way out there. We imposed our will. They knew it. We knew it. Everybody watching knew it. We had to run the football. We got it done. That's how you win football games. That's how you close people out. The rest of the stuff we'll fix. We'll correct. But you got to come with the right attitude on Monday, because again, 3rd stop on the train now. Okay, this is not a surprise to any of us. That's a great team win. All 3 phases. Sir. All 3 phases. Sir. Stuck together, fought together, won together. All 3 phases. Okay, that's pretty darn special.
The first quarter was pretty tough. It was pretty humid out here, but I think we adjusted well to the heat, hydrated well, so I think we just really conditioned well all week and throughout this whole summertime. So we knew this game would be hot. We were definitely prepared for it, and we just went out there and just finished hard in the 4th quarter.
When you're having a first half like that or a game like that, is that going through your head? Like, do you realize that you're kind of making all these plays, or just in the flow of the game?
Just the flow of the game. You never want to get too high, too low, and I think defensively, we came out with an attack mentality, and I got to give credit to Duke. They came out to play as well, and it was a great hard-fought battle in the first half and also the second half. I just like the way defense came to play today.
Something we worked on every day in practice, ever since camp. And Coach Fitz came to me at halftime, said we needed. It was a special teams type of game. You know, we needed a big play on special teams, and I just wanted to make a play for my team. And the guys up front, you know, on our attack team did a great job of selling it and getting their blocks, and he was wide open.
Still to come on the Pat Fitzgerald Show. The Wildcats defense ranks as one of the best in the country. After the break, we're joined by one of its senior leaders. Keep it right here. Welcome back to the Pat Fitzgerald Show. I'm Dave Eanet, pleased to be joined here at Ryan Field by senior defensive end and co-captain of the Wildcats out of Lakewood, Ohio, Deonte Gibson. And let's talk first of all about the great start this defense got off to. And one number stands out through your first 2 games here at Ryan Field, Deonte. 3 for 26 on third downs. You didn't allow a third down conversion against Eastern Illinois. What's the mentality when you guys are on the field in a third down?
We just want to get off the field. And the best opportunity for us to get our offense in the closest position to score, that's what we strive to get. And we just want to be an aggressive defense, make things a lot difficult on the offense, and just pretty much dictate the tempo and the mood of the game based off our play.
The coverage was good. We just got to find a way to get there with 3 guys. And we can get there with 3. We can get there with 3.
Is there kind of a different feeling on this defense this year? I mean, you guys made a lot of big stops last year, but it seems you've taken it to a different level.
Yeah, we have a mentality that is just pure aggression, and as well as the next guy in could possibly start over you. So we compete every day. So every guy has their opportunity to go out there and make plays, and we just try to make them to our best ability and also in a way that benefits the defense as a whole.
The thing that stands out about this defensive line for people who've watched this team through the beginning of the season is the depth you've got there and the guys you're rotating in. And you start pretty well. I mean, with yourself and CJ, and you have the young guy in Tyler, and then of course Dean on the other end. But what about all these other guys who are working their way in?
Oh, Fadi's awesome. You know, Fadi, third down is Fadi's down. So everybody knows when the third down comes on, the Fadi's coming on the field, and it's a race to see can you beat a Fadi to the quarterback.
How much does it help you to have Dean at that other defensive end spot?
It's awesome. So, I mean, going into the year, everybody's worried about Dean. So, I mean, attention's off me, so I can just play ball. And playing with a guy who plays hard every play and as good as he is awesome.
Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I mentioned at the beginning, you're a captain this year. What does that mean to you? What kind of a role have you taken with this team?
It was an honor. It was one of those roles that say they want you to pick up a leadership role and basically take us to the next level. Our success and our failures are dependent upon the captains and how we lead the team. And I took that to heart, and I'm making sure every day that I'm on every young guy to be ready to play.
Let's go! Yeah!
And the other guys, you got Christian's Christian, and you got Danny, who's been good his whole career, and Travis, a vocal leader on the defense. So we have a good collective group, a good mix that just kind of gels together.
It's fun, boy. It's good. It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
What about for yourself? What's the goal that you'd like to accomplish here in your senior season?
I just want to enjoy the journey because it's my last go around. I just want to enjoy it with my guys I've been with for a couple years now, and I'm just having fun. I just want to have fun every day, every game, and just attack every day. I'm just trying to have a good, positive mindset no matter what the day is. And I'm having fun right now. This is great.
Saturday night, Ball State here at Ryan Field under the lights. I know that's always a special deal when you play a night game here.
Oh, that's awesome. We're going to have all the students back for pretty much the whole first home game where everybody's back, and it's going to be loud, it should be packed, it should be rocking. We should go out there and play to our best abilities and really give the guys a great show and also play the kind of football that we've always tried to strive for in camp.
Sounds great. Congratulations on all your success. Best of luck in your senior season.
Thank you, Dave.
Deonte Gibson of the Wildcats. Coming up next, we'll look ahead to the game against Ball State here at Ryan Field. That's next on the Pat Fitzgerald Show.
This is Solomon Volt around the corner. Solomon Volt, the sophomore, is on the run inside the 20. Solomon Volt takes it all the way for a touchdown. Solomon Volt from Gaithersburg, Maryland. A 98-yard return.
What an excellent setup on the return. Watch Volt start to his right, and they set up the wall to the left side, and there's nobody home for Duke. And then Volt with the great speed to the outside. He gets one last block right there. And Volt shoves it in the end zone. What a nice opening, nice start for Pat Fitzgerald's team.
Welcome back to the Pat Fitzgerald Show. As the wins keep coming for Northwestern, so do the accolades. Middle linebacker Anthony Walker was named the Walter Camp National Player of the Week after his 19-tackle performance in the win over Duke, and he was named Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week for the second time in 3 games. And the Wildcats rose to number 17 in the nation this week in the AP College Football top 25. This week, Coach Fitz and the Cats return here to Ryan Field for a night game in their first ever meeting with Ball State. The Cardinals are in their 5th season under head coach Pete Lembo and bring a 2-1 record into the game after rallying in the 4th quarter to beat Eastern Michigan last weekend. Ball State is still figuring out its quarterback situation, with starter Jack Milas being replaced 2 weeks in a row by freshman Riley Neal. Against Eastern, Neal was 24 of 28 for 194 yards and rushed for almost 100 more. 10 of the Cardinals' 12 touchdowns this season have come on the ground. Sophomore Darian Green leads the team in rushing, averaging 111 yards per game, and he has scored 4 times. On defense, junior linebacker Sean Wiggins leads the team with 23 tackles and has both of Ball State's interceptions this season, while defensive end Joshua Posey has recorded a pair of sacks and 4.5 tackles for loss.
Playing a very well-coached, outstanding football team that should have beat Iowa last year in Iowa City. Had a great comeback win last week that'll be coming off an emotional high in a conference game on the road. Pete Lembo is a great friend and a great coach, and then we got to sit around all day and wait to play. How are we going to handle all these things? Again, another maturity test, really to see where our leadership's at, and it really goes back to how we prepare.
Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. Saturday for the Wildcats and Ball State. To see Chicago's Big Ten team, call 888-GO-PURPLE or go to nusports.com for tickets. Now for Coach Fitz, I'm Dave Eanet. We'll see you right back here next week. Thanks for being with us on the Pat Fitzgerald Show, and as always, go Cats.